Ayan, are we live? Hello, everyone. Sige, wait lang ha. Let me just pull up yung aking slides. There. Hello, everyone. Okay, mighty afternoon to all of you. My name is Robin Haka. You can call me Rob. I'm the Business Development Manager of MyTrade PH. Welcome po to the Upside, a segment of MyTrade PH to promote financial literacy about stock investing. So today we are going to discuss a variety of topics revolving around investing in the stock market. And I'm confident that at the end of this webinar, you'll be able to better understand and appreciate the value and opportunity in the stock market, the importance of why you should start investing in it. All right, let's go. So, variety of topics includes who MyTrade is, diba? Why are we passionate about investing? Is our money really safe in the banks? And ultimately, we want you to harbor sufficient knowledge about the stock market so that we can build the confidence to understand na hindi po kayo dapat matakot sa pag-i-invest sa stock market. Kagaya po nung notion ng karamihan. Instead, stock investing, I want you to understand that stock investing is a very powerful tool that can help you achieve your long-term goals and your short-term goals. Okay? Very quickly lang, daanan lang natin kung sino nga ba si MyTrade. So for those of you who are still not familiar, si MyTrade is a direct subsidiary of Abacus Securities Corporation, a registered stock brokerage under the Philippine Stock Exchange, which is also a part of the publicly listed company First Abacus Financial. So si Abacus Securities Corporation is a leader of traditional stock investing for 30 years. And its efforts to make investing easier for Filipinos gave birth to MyTrade PH. MyTrade is focused on providing convenience to connect investors and traders with the publicly listed companies in the stock market through our digital platform. What MyTrade does is make investing easier for you. Diba? We provide you with the platform to own publicly listed companies at the tips of your fingers. If you wanted to check out our certification, you can proceed to the official website of Philippine Stock Exchange at pse.com.ph. Just go to the trading tab and click directory and search for Abacus Securities Corporation. The screenshot on your screen should be the one that will reflect. Okay, our office is located on the 29th floor in East Tectite Tower, formerly Philippine Stock Exchange. So should you want to book a visit, you can do so by reaching out to our official website at mytrade.com.ph or to any of our social media accounts at MyTrade PH. Okay? Alright, so isang stopover na lang before we head to the stock market or para malaman natin yung mga ins and outs of the stock market. Isang stopover na lang po. Gusto ko lang po sana i-share sa inyo kung paano tayo as working Filipinos are being defined financially and what do our futures look like. It is important for me that you understand the situation para po mas maintindihan nyo po why we are really pushing the idea na necessary po ang pag-i-invest. Because we know naman in MyTrade na hindi tinuturo ang financial literacy sa mga schools. We tend to overspend, diba? Filipinos tend to overspend. We tend to live in the moment or in the present, diba? Problemahin na lang natin ng problema pag dumating na. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Believe you me, almost all of the people that I've talked with, ganito ang mindset. That is why the next slides are very critical for us. Diba? So that we can solve the problem na naghihintay po sa atin in the future. So in the Philippines, we have, give or take, 110 million in population. Okay? So from that 110 million, 65 million Filipinos are considered adult or those Filipinos aging from 20 years old and above. Excuse me. Did you know that out of that 65 million, only 30.2% lamang po ang may savings account? And if we're going to take out the mandatory contributions like SSS and GSIS, only 10% of Filipino adults ang merong at least one investment, okay, or security for the future. Majority of which ay investment sa insurance, which aims to protect those people you will be leaving behind in cases of fortuitous events. Diba? Wag naman po sana knock on wood, but those people that you're going to left behind if ever you're taken out of the picture. So it's an investment to protect their future and not yours. So anong result nito? The results are 40% of us working Filipinos have some form of debt. Diba? May it be from loans, bills, credit card, yada yada and all. Diba? Another result is that 80% of Filipino retirees are not financially ready. And ito ang masakit. Lahat po tayo nagre-reklamo sa inflation. And I mean it when I say it na lahat po tayo ay umaaray sa pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin. Diba? What's more concerning is that when I talk to people about investing, usually po mga parents, Ang mindset nila ay magtrabaho and yung kikitain itabi sa banks. Yung mga nakaka-relate ba dito? For sure, meron sa inyo nakaka-relate yan. Don't get me wrong Don't get me wrong. Tama naman yun. Ang hindi tama ay i-save natin lahat ng money natin sa banks. 'Di ba? You only save what's necessary. The rest, you have to make it work for you. You have to invest. Kaso lang, ang karamihan ay natatakot to start. 'Di ba? Given yan eh. Dahil number one, hindi nila alam kung papaano. Okay, that's a fact. And number two, natatakot silang magkamali and maubos or matalo yung pera nila. I get it. Diba? Sino ba namang may gustong mawalan ng pera? Wala. I'm sure. So anong ending? Ending is that we tend to keep all of our money in the bank. Okay, then what happens? Bukod sa temptation ng pag-add to cart and check out sa Shopee and Lazada, diba? Our savings get beaten up by inflation. This is true. Diba? Bukod sa temptation of pag-add to cart at check out sa Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop, our savings get beaten up by inflation. For the past 6 years, okay? For the past 6 years, ang average inflation rate natin here in the Philippines ay 4.42%. Okay? In 2023 alone, ang average inflation po natin ay 6.6%. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin nito? Ang ibig sabihin nito, yung mabibili ng 1,000 pesos mo noong January, kailangan mo na ng more or less 1,070 pesos para mabili mo ulit siya this August. That's for 1,000 pesos So, kung may binili ka worth 10,000 no January, kailangan mo na ng 10,700 this August para mabili mo ulit siya. Kung may binili ka na 100,000 no January, kailangan mo na ng 107,000 nitong August. Pag 1 million naman ang binili mo from January, kailangan mo na ng 1,070,000 pesos ng August para mabili mo ulit kung ano yung nabili mo no January. Diba? Pretty scary, right? Right. So the question is our extra money in the bank really safe or no? Question is, can our savings save us from inflation? The short answer is no. Okay, unfortunately, the short answer is no. Because as you can see on this slide, if we calculate for the future value of our money in the bank and going to compare it against inflation, talo yung pera natin sa bank, and it's not even close. Ang average interest earning ng isang savings account ay 0.25% per year. And babawasan pa po yan by law ng 20% na tax. So yung nakikita nyo po sa screen nyo, ano pa po yan, hindi pa po yan VAT inclusive. Babawasan pa po yan ng 20%. Okay? So, to be honest po, ilang beses ko na dinidiscuss to sa mga nakakausap ko. Pero until now, napapangiti na lang po talaga ako dun sa fact na 0.25% per year earning. Diba? Tapos when we apply for a loan sa banks, ang conservative interest rate sa mga loans sa banks ay 7%. Diba? Yung iba nga more than 10% pa. Tapos yung interest rate natin sa outstanding bills natin sa credit card ay 3% per month. Diba? Mapapangiti ka na lang talaga eh. Anyway, on the other hand, diba, using the average inflation rate of 4.42%, on the first year alone, hindi na kagad naka-keep up yung money natin in the bank against inflation. Diba kung makita nyo 1,045,000 compared to 1,002,000. Okay? So what do we expect? At the end of year 5 or in year 2028, we are already short of 234,000 pesos to purchase the same goods and services that we could have bought from 2023. Diba? Short na po tayo ng more or less 200,000. If you think that this is not a problem for you to solve right now, then you'll be too late by then. Believe you me, diba? If hindi po natin siya poproblemahin now, we'll be too late by then. Because ang purpose po ng savings account ay number one, of course, diba? Mandatory po ito. It's for emergency fund. Diba? Second is for our daily expenses. Diba? Third is pang check out, fourth is pang date, fifth is pang enjoy, 'di ba? Siyempre hindi naman pwedeng magtrabaho lang tayo na magtrabaho, 'di ba? We also need to congratulate ourselves, 'di ba? By pacifying our wants, 'di ba? Hindi naman po masama 'yan. Kailangan po 'yan to keep us going. So yan po ang purpose ng savings account. Savings account cannot help you earn sa 0.25% per year, less 20% tax. No, no, no. Okay? It also cannot help you prepare for the future. It also cannot help you to retire early. And definitely, I kid you not, it cannot protect you from inflation. Okay? Gusto ko lang po ulit i-emphasize yung 0.25% per year na earning po ng money natin in the bank as compared to the average inflation rate of 4.42%. Diba? I kid you not, again, it is not enough. Diba? Sabi nga ng mga financial gurus, having only one source of income makes you one step closer to poverty. And that is a fact. Okay? So what can we do? Okay? Nalaman natin yung kung ano yung nag-aabang sa atin in the future, kung paano bumababa yung value ng money natin as compared to inflation. What can we do? We invest. Okay? There's no other way, guys. We invest. Okay? So besides our mandatory contributions kay SSS and GSIS, which only gives average Filipinos an average amount of 5,000 pesos per month as their pension, we invest. We can invest in insurance that offers protection for health, death, accidents, yada yada and all. To protect those people that we will leave behind if ever, knock on wood again, diba? If ever we are taken out of the picture. Yun po ang purpose ng insurance. Well, some of the insurance products ay nag-offer ng investment returns, but traditionally, ang purpose po ng insurance is to protect those people that we love. Okay? We can also invest in stocks that offers earnings through dividends and price increase. We can also invest in digital banks whose annual interest is better than traditional banks. Another is si bonds, which are debt securities usually given by the government. So si bonds naman po ay nag-offer ng low risk and low potential return for interested investors. And lastly, pwede rin naman po tayo mag-invest sa mga traditional banks, sa UITF, sa time deposit and the likes and other traditional banking products. So bottom line is maraming pwedeng pagpilian. Okay, hindi lang po limited yung investment vehicle sa naka-flash po dun sa screen ninyo. Marami pa po dyan. Okay? All of which have their own distinction and advantages, but the bottom line is investing is the key. Okay? That's the key. And for me, personally, for MyTrade, for Abacus, stock investing is the key. So paano ko siya nasabi? Diba? Sa dinami-dami ng pwedeng pag-investan, bakit stock market? Bakit ko nasabing investing in the stock market is the key? Let me show you some data. Did you know that 5 out of 10 Singaporeans have stock investments? Another, did you know that 6 out of 10 Americans have stock investments? 5 out of 10 Japanese have stock investments. Eh dito kaya sa atin, ilan? Ilan kaya? Unfortunately, here in the Philippines, only 2 to 3 out of 100 Filipinos have stock investments. That's 2 to 3% as compared to 50% kay Singapore, 60% kay America, 50% kay Japan. That's 2 to 3%. Now, what do Singapore, America, and Japan have in common? We see these countries as successful, di ba? First world countries nga, as we call it. Diba? We perceive, as Filipinos, we perceive having better lives when we live in these countries. True? True, kasi guilty po ako dyan. Diba? So if these countries are pushing stock investment to its citizens, why shouldn't we? Diba? So the question is, why sobrang konting Filipinos lang ang may investment sa stock market? Diba? So why only handful of Filipinos invest in the stock market where this table shows that over the span of 15 years, investing beats inflation by a mile. Malayo po. And hindi naman po sa pagmamayabang, no? Pero iyayabang ko na rin. Diba? Here on this slide, kung makita nyo po yung Abacus top picks, makikita nyo na across all periods of 7 years, 10 years, and 15 years, our recommendations outperform inflation by a mile. Sobrang layo po nung gap. That's 73% versus 21% ng 7 years, 389% versus 34% for 10 years. And that's a staggering 1,357% compared to 72% inflation rate for 15 years. So again, why? Why only a handful of Filipinos invest in the stock market? Bakit ikaw wala kang pang investment sa stock market? 'Di ba? Kahit na we have the historical data to back up our claim. Ito ba? Did you also know that the stock market is one of the most, if not the most regulated investment vehicle in the Philippines? Stock market is being regulated by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Philippine Stock Exchange, Securities and Exchange Commission, and is compliant to the guidelines set forth by AMLC or yung Anti-Money Laundering Council natin. So again, going back, kung may track record na kumikita sa stock market, 'di ba? Kung very well regulated to ensure the safety ng pera natin from scam, 'di ba? Para hindi natin masabi na scam ang pag-invest sa stock market. Heavily regulated po ito. And kung pinupush ng first world countries ang pag-i-invest sa stock market, what's stopping you? Well, that's the question. What's stopping you? Now, if everything you need to know can be handed to you, what's stopping you? For us, for MyTrade, for Abacus, dalawa lang yan. Okay? Majority of Filipinos lack the knowledge about the stock market. It's true. Diba? I kid you not. Siguro sa 8 nakakausap ko, ay sa 10 nakakausap ko, 8 yung hindi masyadong familiar sa stock market. Okay? And that lack of knowledge fuels the lack of confidence to invest in it. Dalawa lang po yan. Lack of knowledge that fuels lack of confidence. Diba? I know a lot of you, diba? A lot of people, a lot of Filipinos say investing in the stock market is hard. Diba? Investing in the stock market is time consuming. Kailangan ng malaking kapital, yada yada and all. Diba? I'm here personally to tell you na hindi po. Okay? And in the following slides, I'm going to show you why and how. Okay? All right. So for those of you na hindi pa familiar, stock market is a place where you buy and sell ownership of publicly listed companies. So when you buy shares of those publicly listed companies, you become part owner of it. Okay? That's also the general concept of how you earn in the stock market. You become part owner of those publicly listed companies and then you earn from them. The better part about it is that you're earning even if you're not working there. Ayos na ayos yun, di ba? You're letting your money work for you. So the stock market makes you a part owner of publicly listed companies, which is how the stock market creates a new source of income for you in the form of passive income, which we'll deep dive in the later slides. Through dividends and price appreciation, again, i-discuss po natin siya sa mga susunod na slides. It also develops your character. Diba? Investing in the stock market also develops your character because being an investor, we believe, is not a privilege. Okay? It's a responsibility, one that we should take very, very seriously. Lastly is that the stock market teaches you new skills, diba? Technical skills, logical thinking, analytical skills, and the likes. But you will learn the ability to evaluate companies that you can use to further enhance your portfolio, diba? To maximize your potential earnings from it. You earn while you learn. Diba? Yun ang concept of stock investing. Magiging owner ka na of those publicly listed companies and you can earn while you are learning to become a better investor. So that's something the stock market can offer. So next, nabanggit natin, okay, that to earn in the stock market, ang kailangan natin ay to buy and sell ownership. Okay, we've established that. Ang binibili po or binibenta stock market ay tinatawag nating shares or stocks. So very briefly discuss natin sila. So for the first one is the common stock. Excuse me. Common stock is the riskiest type of stock. Okay? Riskiest siya because common stocks are subject to high volatility since palagi silang binibenta and binibili sa market. So if si common stock ang riskiest, si common stock din po ang may highest potential of gaining from price appreciation compared to the other stocks, compared kay preferred and kay REITs. So, highest risk, highest potential return. Next, preferred stock naman ay ang stock na nag-offer ng dividends. And sa dividend food chain po natin, priority mabigyan ng dividends si preferred before the other types of stocks. Ang downside naman po ni preferred ay mas mahal ito compared sa ibang stocks. And since ang purpose nito ay to earn from dividends and not to earn from price appreciation or capital gains, mas stable ang prices nito compared kay common stock, leaving preferred stocks ng mababang potential for price appreciation. So you compromise potential income from price appreciation to get income from dividends. Okay? So si REITs naman or si Real Estate Investment Trust ay nag-offer ng dividend payout yearly. Mas mura and mas may potential siya for price appreciation compared kay preferred stock. Just to share by law, at least 90% rather, 90% of REITs distributable income ay naka-allot for dividends to its shareholders. 90% po. Ang downside naman kay REITs ay dependent po ito. Okay? Hindi siya strong independent stock. Dependent po si REITs. Nakadepende ang dividends na ibibigay nila sa mga shareholders nila sa performance ng company. Okay? Again, just to summarize, lahat ng klase ng stock ay may ups and downs. Okay? May advantages, meron din naman silang mga challenges. Kung ano ang pipiliin and kung ano ang bibilhin, nakadepende siya sa kung ano ang investment strategy mo. That's where we come in. Diba? That's where MyTrade comes in. We tailor fit an investment strategy na applicable sa iyong short-term and long-term goals. Kaya you don't have to worry kung di mo pa alam ang investment strategy mo kasi tutulungan ka namin dyan. Okay? That's our purpose. That's our goal. So now, let's very quickly discuss naman who are the key figures sa stock market. So there are retail, individual, corporate, and institutional investors who buy and sell shares of ownership in the stock market. There are these publicly listed companies that offer ownership of their companies naman to the public. And there is the stock market, which provides the place wherein stock brokerages like MyTrade PH can connect the investors and the publicly listed companies. Again, in a nutshell, stock market is the place where buying and selling of shares occurs. All right. Now we know the basics of the stock market. Pag-usapan naman natin how we can earn from it. Diba? Na-discuss natin yung earning from dividends and capital appreciation. I-discuss natin siya thoroughly sa mga following slides. So ang earning natin kay stock market ay tinatawag natin na passive earning. Meaning, your money is earning money for you even if you're not working in the company that you have invested in. Okay, so basically, ito po yung concept ng your money is working for you, your money is working while you sleep, yada yada and all. Okay, there are two types of earning in the stock market. You can earn through dividends, or you can earn from capital appreciation or price appreciation. So to discuss briefly, dividends are given by the company in which you have shares in when that company earns. Okay? There are different types of dividends rather, but the most common are regular dividends and special dividends. Okay? Regular dividends meaning binibigay ito on a regular basis. Pwedeng annually or yearly, semi-annually or twice a year, or quarterly or 4 times every year. Fixed income siya. So every specified time period you are going to earn. Okay? Yun po ang concept of regular dividends. On the other hand naman, special dividends ay given by the company pag meron silang significant earnings. Since special sila, hashtag sana all, di ba? Hindi sila subject for recurrence. So, hindi siya parang yearly nangyayari kasi special dividends sila. Mind you, okay, just for your information, konting trivia lang, there are companies na nagpa-participate sa stock market na nagbibigay ng both regular and special dividends. Okay? Next, so aside from earning from dividends, next way for us to earn in the stock market is through capital or price appreciation. Ito naman, very simple concept lang ito. Uh, Price appreciation or capital gains ay earning when the stock you bought increase in value from the price that you have initially bought it. So for example, bumili ka ng stock A at 1 peso and after a year, nag-increase yung value niya to 2 pesos. Yung 1 peso increase, yun po ang tinatawag nating price appreciation. So to provide you with a number example, take a look at this table. Ayan. Companies shown are PLDT, Meralco, and Semirara Mining. So if you have bought PLDT from beginning of 2023, the value of your investment had a paper loss of 0.15% as of August 14. Semirara naman had a paper loss of 13.04%, while Meralco had a paper gain of 13.65%. Okay, okay, chill. I know you heard some new words. Okay, i-discuss natin siya. You heard of the words paper loss and paper gain. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin nito? Okay, a paper loss is when the value of your investment declines. Okay, paper gain naman is when the value of your investment increases. Okay, ang distinction lang nito ni paper loss and ni paper gain is that these losses and gains are unrealized. Pseudo lang, as if. Meaning, if even when your investment loses value, there will always be a chance that its value will return. Or mas maganda, mas tumaas ba. Okay? Mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo yung graph for us to better understand this concept. Okay? Kaya you don't have to panic if the value of your investment decreases. Okay? Huwag tayong mag-panic kagad. Huwag tayong mag-panic sell. Diba? If the value of our investment decreases, kasi there will always be a chance na bumalik ang value nito and eventually tumaas ba. Okay, so that's for the capital gains. For the better part naman, these three companies provided dividends to shareholders. Diba? Na-discuss ko kanina, earning from capital gains or price appreciation and dividends. So itong three companies on the slide, nag-provide sila ng dividends to shareholders. Si PLDT provided 108 pesos per share. Si Semirara naman provided 3 pesos and 50 centavos per share. And si Meralco naman provided 11.548 pesos per share as dividends to its shareholders. Alright? So anong significance nito? The significance of this is that even when your investment suffered paper loss, gaya ni PLDT and Semirara, negative 0.15% and negative 13.0%, or experience paper gain like ni Meralco at plus 13.65%, you still receive income from dividends. Okay, so regardless kung tumaas or bumaba yung presyo, you're still entitled for dividend earnings. This is the value of investing to companies na nagbibigay ng regular and special dividends. Kasi you still earn even when the market is down. Okay, you have to know or you have to understand, it's very important that we are clear on this one, that dividend earning is volume-based, hindi po siya naka-base sa price. Okay, volume-based po ito. So the more shares that you own, the more dividend earnings you can have. Diba? Which is why Yung mga clients ko gustong-gusto nila pag bumababa yung yung price ng mga companies na nag-offer ng dividends kasi gusto nilang bumili kasi ang habol nila is yung earning from dividends. Okay? Simple formula lang sa dividend earnings. More shares equals more earnings sa dividends. Okay? Bigyan ko kayo ng example. Let's take Semirara, for example. From the previous slide, nakita nyo yung negative 13%-ish. Kung nag-invest ka kay Semirara noong January 2023, paper loss ka, di ba? As seen on the previous slide, negative 13-ish%. But if nag-invest ka kay Semirara noong January of 2021, when the price is at 13 pesos and 86 centavos, as of August 2023, gain ka. Okay, let's say you bought 10,000 shares of Semirara in January of 2021 when the price was, again, 13 pesos and 86 centavos per share. Okay? Ang initial capital investment mo po ay 138,600. Okay, 13.86 times 10,000 will give you 138,600. Okay, now, if you still own those same 10,000 shares that you bought from January of 2021 up to August 14 of 2023, the value of your investment is at 300,000 pesos. So from 138,000 pesos to 300,000 pesos, your investment gained an income of, give or take, 168,000 pesos. Pero hindi lang po yan lahat, di ba? That's not yet it. You also earned from dividends provided by Semirara, di ba? As seen on the slide, they have given a total of 11 pesos and 50 centavos per share as cash dividends within the last 3 years. Okay, so 3 pesos noong 2021, 5 pesos naman noong 2022, and year to date, 2023, they've provided 3 pesos and 50 centavos per share, giving you a total of 11 pesos and 50 centavos per share. Multiply it with 10,000 shares, will give you an income of 115,000 pesos. So, ang total value of our money, if we've invested with Semirara noong January of 2021, ay 415,000 pesos from price appreciation and dividends. Less natin yung initial investment natin na 138,600. Ang net income natin ay 276,000 pesos. At 276,400 pesos. Okay? Hindi po out of thin air ang data na to. It's publicly ready. So if you want to search kung itong mga dividends na nirelease nila ay accurate, you can do so. Diba? Kung gusto niyo po makita yung history ng price ni Semirara, you can also search it online para po makita niyo po na hindi po namin hinugot out of thin air itong mga figures na nasa slide na to. Okay? Important thing to note here ay kahit na hindi ka kumita, let's say, from capital appreciation, kasi sabihin natin, bumaba yung price. Kung nabili mo siya 13.86, sabihin na natin as of August 14, bumaba yung price ni stock. Naging 10 pesos na lang siya. So technically, bumaba yung value ng investment natin, di ba? May kita ka pa rin from dividends. Kasi again, hindi nga po siya nakadepende sa price. Okay? Nakadepende po siya dun sa dami ng shares na ino-own mo from that company. So hindi ka talo. Di ba? Panalo ka pa rin. Kahit bumaba yung price. Yung price ng isang stock, pwede naman siyang bumalik sa original value niya. Diba? But this dividend income, yan po ay makukuha ninyo. So if you want to check for companies, kung gusto niyo pong mag-check ng mga companies na nagre-release ng dividends, you can just head on the official website ni PSE at edge.pse.com.ph and you can search for the company there. Click dividends and rights, ayan, as highlighted na red dun po sa screen. And this is what it's going to look like. Diba? Here you can see the type of dividend, diba? Rate of the dividend, ex-dividend date, which is the cutoff date, record date, and the payment date. So all of the information that you need to know about the dividend payout of companies, publicly listed companies sa stock market, you can search them sa official website ni PSE. sa edge.psc.com.ph. Alright? Okay. I hope with that, naiintindihan na natin na pwede tayong mag-earn kay stock market kahit na bumababa ang prices ng stocks. Okay, I hope I made that clear. Kung hindi po, just let me know in the comments. Di-discuss po ulit natin siya, or gusto nyo pong mag one-on-one tayo para mas maintindihan nyo po, we can also do that as well. Kasi ngayon naman po, i-discuss ko sa inyo kung ano ang importance of long-term investing. Kasi kung nakita nyo from previous slide as established, if bumili ka ng Semirara this year, paper loss ka as of August. Diba? Pero kung bumili ka ng stock ni Semirara 2 years ago, ang laki ng kita mo. Bukod pa dyan, bukod sa earning from capital appreciation, you can multiply your money through the concept of compounding. And I'm going to tell you how. So the concept of investing is very simple. It's very easy to understand. But it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Diba? You invest, you earn, you reinvest. You follow that simple formula ng long term, let's say 10, 15, 20 years, and you'll achieve income coming from compounding. So ano nga ba ang compounding para sa mga hindi nakakaalam? So compounding by definition is a powerful investing concept that involves your original investment and returns you receive from your original investment. So original investment plus returns or income na nakuha mo from your original investment. So for compounding to work, you need to reinvest your returns back to your account. So for example, nag-invest ka ng 100,000 January of 2023, nag-earn yung investment mo na yun ng 50,000, you have to reinvest the 100,000 ng January 2024 plus the earning of 50,000. So ang total investment mo ng 2024 ay 150,000 pesos. Diba? So, yan ang sinabi ko kanina, invest, earn, then reinvest. The results are the numbers on your slide. Yan. Again, factual po ang data nito. Yan, you can search online for it para hindi niyo po masabi na hinugot lang po namin to kung saan. Diba? So for reference, green is for the compounded value. Red naman is the value if you kept your money in the bank. Then yung yellow-orange ay yung total investment mo. Okay? So, i-organize natin siya. If you started investing at the age of 20 ng 1,000 pesos monthly, again, that's 1,000 pesos monthly, and you follow the concept of compounding, yung 120,000 na total deposit mo at age 30. So 10 years po yun, 1,000 per month times 12 months, that's 12,000 multiplied by 10 years, that will give you 120,000 as total deposit. Magkakaroon, yung 120,000 mo, magkakaroon siya ng future value of 185,000 sa compounding. Okay? And that's assuming conservative, ayan, conservative po, na 8% annual interest. Conservative lang po yan. Okay? And by the age of 50, okay, yung 360,000 mo na total deposit ay mag-yield to 1.5 million pesos. That's the value of compounding. So yung 360 mo naging 1,000, naging 1.5. That's parang 5 folds ang minultiply. 'Di ba? And ang maganda dito, guys, that's 1,000 per month. 1,000 per month, that's 33 pesos per day. Okay? So pwede nyo sabihin sa sarili nyo, 33 a day will bring you millions someday. Diba? Kasi nakita nyo naman po yung value of compounding, diba? 1,000 per month. If you reach age 50, when you reach rather at the age 50, yung 360,000 na total deposits mo will give you a yield of 1.5 million pesos. Diba? 33 a day will give you millions someday. Remember that. Remember that. E paano naman po? If you're on the other side of the spectrum, wherein you can invest at least 5,000 pesos per month. So at the age of 30, your 600,000 pesos na total deposits, diba, will yield to 900-ish thousand pesos. At the age of 15 naman, your 1.8 million total deposits will have a future value of 7.5 freaking million pesos. Di ba? 1.8 million to 7.5. If you're on the other side of the spectrum, well, nobody's forcing you naman to have para to invest 10,000 monthly. Wala pong ganun. You can start, di ba, 33 a day. 33 a day. I get it. I get it. It's easier said than done. Right? Right. Kaya you have to chill. Ayan. Chill lang. And enjoy the ride. Okay? Delayed gratification po ang tawag dito. Time is your greatest ally here. So you don't need to rush. You don't need to panic. Hindi po sprint ang stock investing. Hindi po pabilisan sa pag-earn ang habol natin dito, but a slow and steady flow of income that will allow us to achieve our goals in the short and long term. Okay? Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Slowly but surely, 'yun po ang gusto nating ma-achieve. Here, you have to understand that stock investing is a long and tiring ride for to financial freedom. 'Di ba? But if you will just believe in it, I can say na it will be all worth it. Mamaya ipapakita ko po sa inyo kung paano ko po iyon nasabi. At nakita naman po natin sa mga figures, di ba? Numbers don't lie. Lagi ko po itong sinasabi sa mga clients ko. Numbers don't lie. Historical data po yung, again, historical data po yung ginamit namin sa mga figures na nakita niyo po previously, which you can verify online, di ba? Hindi po namin siya hinulaan. It's just that, unfortunately, it's saddening na hindi lang po talaga ito alam ng karamihan. Kaya iniisip po ng iba, too good to be true. Di ba? Pero ang katotohanan po talaga is hindi lang po talaga sila aware sa gantong bagay. Kaya yun po yung nasasabi nila. Which is why we're doing this. Para po maging aware po kayo dito. And I'm sure you know this, di ba? Gaya ng lahat ng investments, stock investing also carries risks. Okay? Hindi po namin yan dine-deny. In fact, ine-embrace po namin yan. Totoo po na may risk po sa stock investing. Lahat naman po ng investments. Meron. Kasi as previously established, diba, nabanggit ko sa inyo, volatile ang stock market. Prices go up and down. So, bull market, when you hear traders and investors say, bull market tayo. Diba? It's a season when the prices go up. When you hear people naman say nasa bear market tayo, it's a season naman when the prices go down. So it's going up, diba? It's going down. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can predict the market. Okay, tandaan niyo po yan. And I get it na it's scary. Okay, sino ba naman ang may gusto na mawalan ng pera, diba? Wala. So again, diba, we embrace the fact na may risk sa stock market, diba? But this slide is number one is the proof that the stock market is risky, diba? Again, we're not denying it, diba? We're embracing it. Diba? Tumataas and bumababa ang prices ng stock market. But let me tell you a secret, okay? Atin lang to, ha? Huwag niyo sabihin sa mga hindi umattend. It's less riskier when you invest in it in a longer period of time. Because this graph also shows you na kahit na may mga years na bumabagsak ang market, it always tends to bounce back higher. So kung makita nyo po, since inception ng 1986, tumaas po yung price, then bumagsak po ito noong 1997 na nagkaroon ng Asian financial crisis. Nakita nyo po, nag-recover po, nag-rally, umakyat po ulit, then bigla po siya ulit bumagsak. By 2007, dahil naman po sa global financial crisis. Then from there on, kung makikita nyo po yung trajectory ng stock market ay pataas up until COVID hits. Kung makita nyo po yung steep decline, diba, nung nag-hit po yung COVID, ayan po iyon. Tapos nung nag-rally po to recover the market, nagkaroon naman po ng conflict sa Ukraine and si Russia. Okay? So, ganyan lang po ang flow ng stock market. Again, katatapos lang ng economic meltdown natin. Yan, 2 years din po yun, going 3 years. Diba? As seen in the slide, nakita nyo naman po, taas, baba, taas, baba. So, historically speaking, diba, after po nung pagbaba, ano na pong kasunod? babawi ang stock market. Which is why sa market outlook po, uh, if you were a subscriber ni MyTrade before, for sure naimbitahan po kayo to attend yung market outlook natin. We said that this time is an opportune time to invest kasi nga the market is bound to rebound. Okay? Though, it's very important for you to know, this graph is not an indication of what will happen in the future. Okay? Again, kasi wala naman pong makakapagsabi ko anong mangyayari sa stock market. But this historical data shows that there is this great chance that the market will outperform its previous highs. This is why we want you to capitalize it. Diba? Mag-invest na kayo para pag humataw, pag tumaas yung presyo ng stock market, diba? Kasama kayo dun sa oh yes, so ayun, if you're a long-term investor, which I believe most of you are, yung hindi masyadong, yung wala masyadong time to check out the market frequently, pasok sa inyo yung very basic and very simple na investing strategy na dividends investing. Kasi regardless of what happens sa prices sa stock market, you're entitled to receive dividend earnings. Diba? You can say na bumababa yung prices, yes, but you're still entitled to earn from dividends. Panalo pa rin po. Okay? Clear po ba sa inyo how stock market works? If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below and we'll try to answer them at the end of the presentation. Ayan. So I hope with this, with the graph, with the data that I've showed you, we are able to alleviate some of the fear that you might have with the stock market and why you should start investing in it now. Okay? That yung mga nagsasabi na investing in it will only cost you money, hindi po totoo. Diba? Stock investment is a key to fight inflation and a key to have steady flow of revenue. Okay? Yes, there's a risk, like all investments are, but there's a greater chance to mitigate these risks as long as you do it right. Speaking of right, yan, let me share with you naman kung bakit MyTrade is the right investing partner for you. So bukod po sa 30 years of experience namin sa industry, we're awarded as the most innovative trading platform in the Philippines this 2023 by the Global Banking Finance Review. So we have an award-winning platform, yes. Let's take a look at naman if we have award-winning performance as well. So hindi lang po ang company namin award-winning, maging ang recommendations namin ay top-notch. As seen on the slide, our recommendations outperform the performance of those companies listed in the PSEI or the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So for discussion purposes lang po, ang mga companies na included sa PSEI are those companies that basically drives the economy here in the Philippines. So if you were a follower sa stock recommendation namin ni Abacus and invested 100,000 pesos noong 2009, the value of your money this 2023 is at 718,000 pesos. That is a 500% increase from the index, which parang nag-yield lang siya to 227% and way, way higher than the inflation incurred during the same period. Ito naman, ang graph na to, performance of our March playlist. So si March playlist, which we will discuss in a few more slides, is a list of stocks recommended by MyTrade to new investors. So if you're a March subscriber and have followed our playlist since the beginning of the year, you are gaining at least 9.1%, as seen on the slide. Way, way higher than the average year-to-date inflation rate at 4.42%. So you're beating inflation by 5%. Okay? So basically, where I'm arriving here is that maganda po ang performance ng stock recommendations ni MyTrade compared to the industry, compared to PSEI, and lalo na compared sa inflation. So if you're asking kung trustworthy ba si MyTrade and kung sulit ba ang mga nire-recommend namin na stocks, then the short answer is yes. Okay? Short answer is yes. Now, lastly, we want to help you become better investors. Okay? And we do that by providing valuable insights to you. First is we provide you with the right tools of the trade. Okay? We do this by communicating with you all, and I mean all, relevant and timely information about the stock market. So these contents are sent via email. So if you're to become an account holder of MyTrade, make sure that you provide us with your latest email para ma-receive nyo po lahat ng mga ito. So from corporate news to economic trends to stock market forecasts to stock recommendations, lahat po yan ibibigay namin sa inyo. So just like yung nasa previous slide, MyTrade believes that knowledge is power, which is why we only have the best to offer you. So sila po ang leaders of our research team. The one and only Mr. Nicky Franco was recognized by Forbes Asia as one of the best stock pickers, and the one who have predicted the crash in 2008, Mr. Lawrence Gonzaga, which is also the Philippine first chartered market technician. So whether you are fond of technical analysis or a fan of fundamental analysis, we provide you with every bits of information that you need to know to have an easier journey to financial freedom. Okay, so we got all the bases covered for you. Yeah, you can also join our social media communities wherein you can ask questions and our resident in-house experts will provide you with the information that you need. Okay? Once you have an account with us, baga nakapag-enroll na po kayo ng account, nakapag-fund, di ba, make sure to message, kung di po kayo makapag-join, make sure to message our social media platforms, again, at MyTrade PH, or go to our website at www.mytrade.com.ph, and our customer experience team will assist you to join our communities. Yeah, we also host live events. So meron kami email, may presence kami sa email, may presence kami sa social media, and we also host live events. Beyond Connections, which is conducted twice a month. So this is where our research team provides recap rather of what happened in the last 2 weeks of trading, and also to answer your questions live. Katatapos lang po nung Beyond Connections namin yesterday, exclusive for March subscribers. Ayan. Next naman po is si Market Outlook, which is conducted twice a year. Pwede pong online or face-to-face. So the highlight of this event is our stock recommendations for the long run and the short term, and what are to expect from the market in the foreseeable future. So if you're an account holder of MyTrade, you're going to receive an invitation to attend yung market outlook natin. So if you'll be able to create your account, please, again, I cannot stress this enough. Give us your updated email address. Kasi yung iba po, nagsasabi din sila nakaka-receive ng email. Yun pala, hindi updated yung email address. Okay? So make sure to do. Entry point naman, which is conducted monthly, wherein we discuss possible entry and exit points that you can use to enter and exit the market to optimize earnings. Yan, and po yung ginagawa namin kay entry point. So depende po sa investing strategy ninyo, we will tailor fit a list of recommended stocks for you. Okay? That's how we value our relationships with our clients. Client onboarding naman is a two-part session conducted monthly, which targets the newly onboarded clients. So this is to discuss again to discuss the importance of the stock market, but most importantly, how to navigate the platform. Siyempre, we won't hang you out to dry. Diba? We're going to let you know the ins and outs of the platform and the stock market. Diba? It will be hosted by yours truly, and kung makita niyo po yung mukha ko dyan. Ayan po. And the head of our customer experience team, Mr. John Ray Patricio. Okay? So, if you've created an account with us after this session, diba? mag-create kayo ng account, you will be receiving an invitation to attend ito pong client onboarding session natin. It's a two-part series and make sure to attend these sessions. Lastly, the upside, which is kung ano po yung ina-attendan nyo ngayon. We do this weekly, minsan twice a week pa nga, diba? Depende sa demand. So the upside is composed of different segments that aim to provide valuable insights from saving tips to investment strategies. This is for free, okay? Wala po itong bayad. Kaya if you want to conduct a small group discussion, kung meron kayong group of friends na interested to learn more about the stock market, or if you're connected with a corporate company that provides wellness webinars or seminars to its employees, di ba? Please feel free to reach out to us so that we can talk about collaborations. Okay, ginagawa rin po namin yun. Pwede pong webinar gaya nito or pwede rin naman pong seminar. Depende po sa location. So ayun, mag-message lang po kayo if you are interested to conduct a small group discussion or a corporate webinar. And kung ano po yung topic na gusto niyo po i-discuss about investing and stock investing in particular. Alright? So for additional information about the stock market, meron kami sa email, meron kami sa social media, meron kaming live, 'di ba? So again, for additional information about the stock market and to listen to our interviews with the leaders of the publicly listed companies, 'di ba? Tune in to our podcasts on Spotify at MyTrade Unplugged. Okay? I believe we will be releasing another content there. So be sure to follow us para ma-notify kayo once we do so. Again, that is MyTrade Unplugged sa Spotify. So again, diba, we got all the bases covered for you. So if you're still unsure if you want to invest in the stock market, diba, kahit na parang ginastify ko na sa inyo kung bakit po natin kailangan mag-invest and bakit stock market po is a really good place to invest your money in, or unsure pa kayo kasi hindi pa sufficient ang knowledge nyo kahit sa dami ng sinabi kong tools na ipoprovide namin sa inyo, don't worry, we got you, diba? We are making it more easier, easier pa for you to start. Because we have created a product na na madaling intindihin at di pa mabigat sa bulsa. Ito si Maring Marge. Yan. Marge is an acronym for MyTrade Affordable Retirement Guide. Okay, this is our product fit for new investors. So kahit wala kang idea about the stock market, pwede ka pa rin po mag-invest through our product, through Maring Marge rather. Okay? So kahit hindi familiar sa stock market, pasok sa inyo ang product na to. Okay? Because kapag March subscriber ka, sinisimplify namin ang trading experience mo. Okay? First, is limited lang ang stocks na pwede mong mag-trade para di masyadong maging komplikado. Diba? But don't worry, ang mga stocks naman na pwede mong i-trade ay yung mga stocks na nirecommend ni MyTrade, which has shown from previous slides ay napakaganda naman ng performance. Diba? 9-point-something% compared to 4.42% na inflation. You're beating inflation by 5%. Diba? So maganda po yung performance ng recommended stocks namin sa March playlist. So ito, konting trivia po ulit. Diba? Yung iba naming mga clients, kahit na tenured clients na sila, alam na nila yung game plan nila pagdating sa pag-i-invest. Nagsusubscribe pa rin sila kay Marge para magkaroon sila ng access dun sa playlist. Kasi bukod sa recommended stocks, naka-indicate din sa playlist kung ano ang designated course of action nito. Pwedeng buy, meaning we recommend that you own this particular type of stock, diba? Pwede rin you can sell or take profit kasi na-hit na niya yung target price niya, malaki na yung kita mo dyan, take profit. Pwede rin naman hold, yada yada, and all. Alright? So bukod dun sa playlist, diba? Meron pang course of action na gagawin mo dun sa mga recommended stocks. So all you have to do is to log in your credentials tapos sundin mo lang yung recommendation namin dun sa playlist and you're good to go. Diba? And the good part about it is that you will have access to this for only a minimum funding of 5,000 pesos. Sulit na sulit, diba? Sulit na sulit. Diba? Though, Again, we encourage that you do your own research, diba? It's very important, diba, for you to be familiarized with the companies that you want to invest your money in. Though we encourage that, Marge makes the life of any investor easier. Yan po ang goal ni Marge. Simplified trading. Okay? Simplified trading, simplified investing. All that you need to know and all that you need to do, naka-specify po siya dun sa playlist. Now, if you know naman your game plan as a trader or as an investor, then si paring mate ang para sa'yo. So kung meron kaming maring Marge for new investors, si paring mate naman ay para dun sa mga tenured trader or investors. So my trade account for trading enthusiasts or si mate is our regular account which provides access to all stocks na available sa stock market. Okay? Ang starting fund naman for this ay 10,000 pesos. So for 15,000, 5,000 minimum funding for Marge, and 10,000 minimum funding for Mate, you can have access to the playlist with recommended course of action and access to all stocks available in the stock market. Sulit. Sulit talaga. Diba? Kasi we want to bridge yung gap between Filipinos and the stock market, which is why we're tailor fitting yung mga product na ino-offer po namin sa mga clients namin, 'di ba? So whether you're a new investor or completely no knowledge about the stock market, we have a designated product for that na makakatulong po sa inyo. Or if you're a tenured investor or a tenured trader, meron din po kaming designated product for that. So for the requirements, ayan, very simple, very basic. All you have to do is to fill out an online form. Then, ang basic requirements lang po na hinihingi namin ay ID and proof of billing. Ganyan lang po siya kadali. Okay? Fill up lang po ng form. We can provide you a link through email or you can just visit our website, this is mytrade.com.ph. If you need any assistance, again, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Diba? Mag-message kayo sa amin, mag-email kayo sa amin, mag-reply kayo dun sa email na pinagsendan namin ng invite or mag-message po kayo dun sa website or to any of our social media pages at MyTrade PH. Don't hesitate to reach out po, okay? Para ma-assist po namin kayo. So that concludes our presentation for today's Upside. We hope that you can help us improve our initiatives such as this by answering the feedback form that we will be sending to your respective email addresses. Very quick lang naman po yung feedback form na yun. You can accomplish it within 1 to 2 minutes. So make sure to follow us on our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube at MyTrade PH. Thank you very much and I look forward to your questions if meron. Yan, meron po ba tayong questions? I see nagtanong si OK at Music Sensation. What is the difference between stocks and bonds? Nasagot naman siya. Bonds on the other hand, okay. Stocks represent ownership in a company and may offer the potential for higher returns but also higher risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are debt securities issued by companies or government and provide regular interest payment but generally have lower returns and lower risk. Yeah. Main difference of bonds and stocks ay yung risk na kinikerry nito. Usually kasi ang tawag po dun sa earning sa bond ay yung coupon rate earning natin. Sa stock naman, dalawa kasi yung sa stock eh. Pwedeng dividends and price appreciation. Dalawa po siya. Sa ano naman po, sa bond, ang earning nyo po dyan is from the coupon rate na ibibigay po sa inyo nung nagbaborrow po ng money. Pag bonds po, pinapautang nyo po yung pera. Pag stocks naman po, bumibili kayo ng ownership doon sa company. Okay. Julian, sir, do you offer index funds or mutual funds? Are there any difference between stock investing from mutual index funds? Right now, wala po kaming mutual funds. Okay? Difference po ng difference of stock investing from mutual and index funds, yung stock investing po mas flexible. Kasi nga, you can choose to invest to different types of stock. Pag mutual and index funds naman po, typically they're being handled by a fund manager. Diba? Sa amin naman po, pwede rin naman po kayo magkaroon ng fund manager, yes, but meron po siyang couple of requirements to be met. Okay? And pag, syempre, pag ano siya, index, anong tawag dito? Pag index trading siya, syempre, yung mga index companies na yung pwede natin pag. Do you have for short-term investment? Yes, we have investment strategies na pasok po sa mga gusto po ng short-term investment. But ang ano po nito is more on a technical side kasi pag kung fundamentalist po kayo, you're looking at earnings sa stock market po ng long term. Pero kung technical po kayo, diyan po papasok yung mga short term earning natin. Ayan. Thank you, Ms. Lizelle, for that question. So, kung ako sa inyo, you diversify your investment portfolio, di ba? You can play around short-term investment, yes. Di ba? Meron naman po specific strategies for that. And you also allot investment for the long term. Yun po ang pinaka-ideal talaga. Kasi hindi naman po natin maaalis yung fact na meron din naman po talagang kumikita sa short-term trading, di ba? Kaya nga po nauso yung mga crypto, 'di ba? Kasi nga po short-term earning po sila. So ayun po. Di po natin ine-erase yung fact na 'yon. Ang sa amin lang po, you diversify your portfolio by if you want to learn about short-term investment, you can, 'di ba? We can provide the tools for you, we can advise you, but don't compromise the fact that you need to secure your future as well. Yeah. Yeah, meron pa po bang question? Wag po kayong mayang magtanong. Hindi po si Susan Roses, pero wag po kayong mayang magtanong, okay? Thanks, Julian. Hoping that you could create your account with us, okay? Para mas makapag-usap pa tayo about investing. Anyway, if hindi nyo pa maisip yung mga gusto nyo itanong sa akin and maisip nyo siya tomorrow or sa ibang araw, pwede naman kayo mag-message dun sa social media accounts namin or dun sa aming website. Sasagutin din naman po namin kayo. Diba? Or you can ilagay ko nga dito yung number ko so you can message me if you want to ask something. Ay, hindi ko lang makakonect. Anyway, you can save my number at 0917-879-8900. That's, pwede nyo po akong i-text or i-chat sa Viber. That's 0917-879-8900. If you have further questions or inquiries about the stock market and my team, our team, business development team, I will be gladly to assist you. All right, if there are no further questions, I would like to thank everyone for attending and I look forward na makita po yung mga pangalan ninyo sa mga nag-create na po ng account with MyTrade. Okay, and I'll see you soon, hopefully, diba, to discuss about your investment portfolio. Again, my name is Robin Haka. You can call me Rob. I'm the Business Development Manager for MyTrade PH. Better your tomorrow. Bye-bye.